until they are committed to submit an offer.
Okay.
Then they will, they already have an agent in mind, but they don't want to ask them.
Maybe sign that the paper.
Right, they don't want to be committed.
Until they are committed. But then even though we had a lot of traffic, a lot of interest, okay, I can tell a lot of people are interested, but they don't submit offers. You know, like before, they submit right away. Now, like the buyers are taking their time. They feel like they have time to look around, to shop around. They don't need to be in a hurry to submit that offer, even though they like the property.
Yeah, and they're also looking for price adjustments as well too, right?
Yeah.
Especially if a home that hasn't been on the market that long, they're anticipating that there will be a price adjustment.
Yeah, like they're waiting for something.
Well, they're waiting for you to lower the price, Tina. That's what they're waiting for.
Or the interest rate, or something.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for price reductions for sure.
Right?
They don't like the interest rate.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone else wants to share what they've been experiencing? Anything else? All right, perfect. We'll move on. All right, so gotta wait for the time. There it is. Perfect. All right, tell me something good, whether it's business or personal. I want to hear from these three of you. All right, Tom.
Something good. Today is Tina's birthday.
Yes. 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 Yes, Pearl.
Today is the Chinese Lantern Festival.
Oh, yes.
End of January.
Yes, all right, cool. That was a quick two. I was surprised that quick. All right, one more. I did say three. All right, Tina, the birthday girl, 21. I love it.
My Chino Hill is finally closing tomorrow.
Yes, there it is. Yes. Wow, now that's a great birthday gift.
Wow.
You know what? You actually got like two birthday gifts. So you're closing one tomorrow, and you're also opening escrow another one tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I'm just saying, yes, absolutely. I love it, Tina. Keep up the great work. Yes. Should we embarrass Tina right now? What do you guys think? Should we embarrass her? Let's embarrass Tina. All right. On the count of three, we're gonna sing happy birthday to Tina. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tina. Happy birthday to you. Yes. Yes. All right, so our mission statement is to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, legacies worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. To be the real estate company of choice for our agents and their customers. God, family, then business. All right, our belief system. So I want to hear from at least three of you guys, based on the belief systems we have here. What is applying to your business or your personal life? Cindy.
It's a win-win. It's, you know, keeping it all fair, and you don't have to hurt another person to win yourself. It can be even for both, and that's like personal and business.
Absolutely, for sure. I mean, it seems like the smoothest transactions that you have is usually when everyone is agreeing on the terms. I love that. All right, two more.
I think integrity, it goes with win-win. Just you do it all fair and right by the book, and then you're not gonna have people, they're gonna wanna keep referring you to other people, but if you don't have integrity, they're not going to want to do that.
Absolutely, I love that. So not only are you conducting yourself with integrity, but it also gives you opportunities for other opportunities for business. I love that. One more.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. All right, let's talk about it, team. What's teamwork?
Together, everyone achieve more.
Thank you. I'm sure you got that from somewhere. Where did you get that from? Gee, that was so on point. I love that. Yeah.
I just feel like you have to appreciate whoever is in the transaction, because there's so many people involved. You really have to have a good relationship with each other, good communication, in order to make the transaction smoothly close. Yeah, like I feel like some agent they look at other agent as a competition. But to me, I think when I don't see it that way. I see it more like we're working together to make the transaction smoother and close.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I love that. All right. I saw another hand come up before Tina said teamwork. Whose hand went up?
It wasn't me, but.
It wasn't you, Howard, but you lifted your hand. I like
But,
it.
let's add one more.
Okay, absolutely.
Well, since it's pre-Valentine's, I think communication is actually very important for both business and friendship.
Absolutely, for sure. And I like how you do it because it's Valentine's Day. Yes. Yes, you definitely want to enhance communication during Valentine's. Yeah, I like it. Perfect. Any more before you move forward? Going once? Going twice? All right. All right. So we are a technology company that provides a real estate platform that our buyers and sellers prefer. Keller Williams seems like a top producer, acts like a training consultant, and focuses all its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. All right. All right. So this is my favorite part of our stakeholders meeting, America's favorite game show titled. One more time, I can hear you. All right, I am your host, Kieran McClure, along with my lovely co-host, Daisy Ruiz. Daisy, call up our next contestants on. The time didn't change. What's the game show again? All right, I'll accept that one. All right, get out your tickets.
Ticket ending in 8/7/25.
Come on, guys. All right. All right.
And 8/7/20.
So you said anywhere you want. Said. All right, so this is the first time you played. So I'm gonna present a prop. You're gonna try and guess the props. Okay. All right, come on down, Howard. Yes, I love the suit. You know what? I have that same color. We should wear it one day. Absolutely. Wait there. Yeah. All right. So let's not against each other. You guys are, what's that word we're looking for? Teaming up, but there's only one winner.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yes. All right. So this beautiful property is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath home, 2511 square feet, and located in what city? Because we're located in what city? Yes, it's in Chino Hills. Yes, it's a 4-bedroom, 3 bath, 2-story home built in 1989. As you can see, it has a 3-car garage here. It was closed within the last 2 weeks. Located in Chino Hills. Very close to our old office, if that gives you any type of hit in terms of what neighborhood this is. Within, I'd say, 2 miles from our old office. So 4-bedroom, 3 bath, 2511 square feet, closed within a couple weeks ago. Yes, so we are gonna go with. We will go with Howard. Howard. So 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 2511 square feet, built in 1989, closed within the last 2 weeks.
Very close to where our old outfit is.
Correct.
So we'll say South Chino Hills. 1.28.
1.28, okay. Okay, 1.28.
Well, it depends on location, but
Yes, it does depend on location. Absolutely, for sure. Yes.
smaller lots, right? Yeah.
Yes, lot 6,710.
I dropped my, no, it's good.
All right, so Howard, we got 1.28. All right, so before we go, Sarah, I want to get 5 guesses from the audience. So
1.25.
1.25, okay. 4 more. 1.2. All right, 3 more.
1.075.
What?
1.075.
I'm like, who's talking? 1.475? 0.75, okay. Because you're covering your mouth, Tom. So I'm like, he's like, 1.275. Like, who's talking over there? I don't know who's talking over there. All right, so 2 more guesses.
What size again and what?
It's a 2511 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath,
How many bedrooms? 4?
4 bedrooms,
GM Bill, 86?
1989. It's built 1989. Yep, sorry.
1150.
Days of, well, days of market very short, like 5 days short. Yeah.
Interesting.
Inside job, just saying. It was an inside job. Inside job. Yes. For our realtors, I know what that means. It was an inside job. Yes, yes. So, two more guesses. There's other numbers out there.
1.35.
I like that.
1.35. Okay, one more. One more. Uno más.
1.31.
All right, thank you.
I like that too.
I think that's a. All right. Okay, perfect. All right. So, sir, you heard the guesses out there. Yes.
My original guess was gonna be 1.2, but maybe 1.18.
Okay. 1.18. All right. So the actual retail price of this home sold for $1,337,000. Yes, yes. So. Yes. So, okay, perfect. So, so we had a guess at 1.35. Yes, yes. So how did you arrive to that number? Because I think you're like one of the only people that had a 1.3. What
I
did
do
you
have
have?
the 1.31 too.
Cindy did. What Cindy did? She started the 3 and she ended it. So what made you come to that number? And Katie's a really brand new agent. She literally got a license like, what?
Like we can have.
A week and a half ago. Yeah, so how'd you come to that number?
I think the market's just really high, and I've been looking a lot in Chino Hills because I'm looking at buying a condo, but nothing near that price, but I still keep looking around everywhere. But so, I don't know,
You just been looking at
I've
the
been looking
market.
around and everything's so high that.
I love that. I mean, she's been in a week, and she's already looked at the market and she came down near close to the price. So congratulations. Yeah. All right. So the person that came closest to the price, with a guess of 1.28 was Mr. Howard. Congratulations. Yes. So Howard, the next person that calls, texts, or emails, and they're looking for an agent to buy, sell, invest, or lease, you will get that message. So congratulations. Great. Thank you. Yeah. Good. And Sarah, no one leaves my game show without winning a prize. All right. So I'll give you two choices. So I can give you a book that you don't have in terms of Millionaire Real Estate Agent book or the Millionaire Real Estate Investor book or the One Thing book. Do you have those? You have all three?
Not all three,
Which one do you not have?
the one thing.
Okay, perfect. Or I can get you a Charles gift card.
I'll
Which
do
one do you
one
prefer?
thing.
The One Thing? All right, perfect. So I will have that to you right after. Yes, perfect. So congratulations to our contestants today. Yeah. Perfect. Yes. All right. So let's give it up for everyone that was born in the month of February. So let's give a hand for everyone born in the month of February. Yes. I'm glad we got to embarrass Tina today. That was awesome. I love it. I love it. All right, perfect. So let's give it for everyone our February anniversaries. So thank you guys for sticking it out with us. Appreciate it. Yes. All right, bucket fill. So this opportunity to fill someone's bucket. Someone might encourage you, might have helped you, guided you, kept you from leaving our industry. I need to hear from these three of you guys. Three. Stress. I like John's laughing. I love it, man. You're smiling.
Your Spanish is strong today.
I appreciate it. Yeah, muchos gracias, señor. Yeah, muy poquito. Come on, Brandon.
I'll say, that's for Jessica, definitely been able to help us out big time, you know, with everything and just like the connection with everyone, so we appreciate you so much.
Let's give it up to Jessica. Yeah. If you guys have not had the pleasure of working with Jessica and your escrows, you need to. She'll make you guys look like a rock stars. All right, perfect. Two more. Cindy. You Jessica can only be praised one time. So sorry. I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding with you. I'm kidding with you.
Oh my gosh, it was so painful, the buyer asking for all the stupid stuff.
Tell us how you really feel.
I told you, buy her a drink for me.
And I didn't ask, yeah.
But yeah, they both handled it like a rock star.
I love it, yeah. Always nice to be able to handle difficult clients. Absolutely. All right, one more.
my onboarding meeting and it helped me like learn so much and see how Aslan works and everything.
I love that. I would truly say I'd be lost without my Daisy. So yes, Daisy, you're amazing. Yes. All right.
Stressed out. Kind of complete. So maybe, you know, patting on the back and make sure I'm good and everything's gonna be okay.
Yes, we need that sometimes, absolutely, for sure. And the cool thing is my door can be closed and I can still hear Jessica, so it's pretty awesome. Yes. Oh, perfect. Any other, Howard?
It's a big bucket, actually.
A big bucket.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
I really want to thank, to the whole entire KW.
That's a big bucket.
Right.
Yes.
The whole KW, family, because without them, we wouldn't be here. And also, I want to thank our vendors for sponsoring us. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love that. Yes. Perfect. Any other bucket fills before we move forward? Going once, going twice? All right. So this opportunity, you guys get to pitch your listings. So if you guys have any listings currently in the market now, any listings coming soon, or any sellers that say, hey, if I can get that price, I will sell my home. I'm in a room full of realtors out here, so I want to hear from these three of you. Now, just because I know you have listings doesn't mean everybody does. So feel free to announce your listings that you have.
You got one here?
Yes, I have two, listings.
You can only pitch one. I'm kidding with you. You can pitch as many as you have. Pitch as many as you have. You guys, the floor is yours. Okay.
Eastville and Swan Lake, so it's the only mobile home area. I have two there that are, one's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, the other one's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Fully renovated, updated, all brand new, like heating, electrical, everything's all brand new. So one is 150, the other one is 165. Space rent is, for the 150 is 1,800, the other one is 2,000.
Hmm. Okay.
Is it on the land?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it on the lease land or is it?
it's a lease land, yeah, but it's, Swan Lake is really desirable, there's like a whole community in there and like resort. Really close to home, it's because it's Eastville. That's why the land lease is so high.
How much is the land?
One is 1,800, the other one is 2,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think there's a.
Any other listings? You want to pitch?
I
I like how you started that. Okay. Let's hear about it.
One is in Chino,
Okay.
preserve, the gated community.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be very, very nice. I think it's 1,200 or 1,300 square feet. I forgot the square footage, but it's really nice, little detached condo. And I'm probably going to list it for 600.
Oh, wow. Okay. And create some multiple offers. I like it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Absolutely. Good. Okay. What's the specs in the second one?
The second one is going to be a relist of my expired. We might be listed March. So it will be 1.98.
Wow. Okay, perfect. Great time to come on the market. I like it. All right, any other ones that want to pitch any listings?
It's gonna be coming that's in, in College Park, and it's actually my parents' home.
Oh, nice.
And it's 4,500 square feet, and then 4 bedrooms, 5 baths.
Pretty big.
Yeah. So it'll be coming in the next 2 months, I think.
Okay,
When they want to go list it.
perfect.
It's gonna be no less than 2, they said, so.
Okay.
And they're looking at 2.1, 2.2, they're about to get it appraised, so.
Nice. It's exciting. Not a bad way to take your first listing, a multi-million-dollar listing. Not bad. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Yes. Like, hey, if they're gonna hire somebody, might as well hire their daughter, right? Yeah. Absolutely, for sure. You think about selling, you think about license real quick. Absolutely, love it. All right, any other ones you want to pitch any other listings before we move forward? Going once? Going twice? All right, moving on. Perfect. So TCPA. So if you guys are making calls on lists, make sure this list, people are not on the do not call list because you can get a fine. Fines can start anywhere from 500 to 1,500 per violation. The violations are, they call attempts, not necessarily the times that you actually spoke to a person. So keep that in mind. All right, upcoming events. So contracts with Kelly. Cool thing that we're doing with contracts with Kelly is that we're starting to get the topics up front. You know what I mean? Because it's always nice to know what you guys are walking into. So, you know, so this is nice that we're starting to do that. We've asked her before, but now we're getting it. So now you guys know that this morning she was going over the RPA section 12A, and then next Wednesday she'll be going over the residential listing agreement. So definitely take the opportunity to come to these classes because obviously a lot of us are well versed in terms of writing offers, taking listings because we do what we do, but there's always little nuances that we may not be aware of when it comes to the contracts. So definitely make sure to take time to come to that. Then also tomorrow, Thursday, we have an amazing lunch and learn with Mr. John. Yeah, I'm like, wait, wrong date? I'm like, wait, no, it's right date. With Mr. John Trios of Team Trios. Do you want to share what you're going to talk about?
I'm bringing out Chris, he's an insurance broker. He's gonna be talking about some of the changes that are happening in California insurance, which quite frankly aren't that good. You know, so he's gonna be talking about that, kind of just navigating what's going on, what to expect. So when you're talking to your clients, you can really inform them properly as to what's happening. I mean, just to put in perspective, I have a client right now here in California. Their homeowners insurance is about $6,000 a year. They're buying a second home in Arizona on the river, Arizona. That insurance is about $1,400 a year.
Wow.
I mean, and on the water.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's crazy what's happening here. So,
Yeah.
so Chris will be talking about some stuff tomorrow, and hopefully there's some good information.
Absolutely. So definitely, if you guys have not penciled in your calendar, make sure to put in your calendars. This is definitely a great class to be at because, you know, as you guys are doing transactions, insurance is coming up. Especially, Jessica, you ran into a situation when one of your clients you dealt with when it comes to insurance recently.
They couldn't get insurance and being that the property was in LA. He was not wanting to wire money over $1 million and to escrow unless he had homeowner's insurance on the property. And it took like anywhere between 15 to 20 different insurance companies to actually get him a quote and get him a policy.
Wow.
Was it part of the fair plan?
Yeah,
Because the fair plan, I think, only goes up to 100,000, or I'm sorry, 1 million, I think. Yeah, I mean, they have
they
their.
ended up paying for it outside of
Yeah.
escrow because he
It's
didn't want us
crazy.
to be like, have a liability on it.
Yeah.
God forbid something happens to the property, then we're liable for it. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
took care of that outside of escrow, but again, he didn't want to wire his proceeds unless he had insurance on the property before the
Yeah.
transfer was, you know, placed over to him.
And that's part of the thing, it's getting, now it was already bad, but now with everything happening in LA, it's gonna just continue to get worse and more expensive. So, it's very important to make sure when you have clients that are starting to look, I mean, as lenders, we're already talking about it. But maybe that's something you wanna talk about in your early conversations, hey, homeowners insurance, as soon as you find a property, you wanna start looking for it.
Yeah.
Plus, the insurance is part of the contingency now too.
I've seen that, yeah, I have seen that on the
RPA?
contract.
Before we didn't have that, right?
Mhm.
Now I noticed on the RPA, there is a
Yep.
contingency, there is insurance.
It used to be part of the investigation and
Right. Now it's separate by, like
Yeah.
individual by itself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess it's another layer of protection for our buyers. So, yeah. Perfect. Yeah. So make sure you guys come tomorrow. And you're gonna have lunch. That's what John said, and this says on the flyer. So whatever's on the flyer goes. So that's how it works here. All right, perfect. So I'm super excited. We're gonna be really building up our KW luxury division. So I actually have a meeting with our new KW luxury rep. I won't make the announcement, you know, until later, but I'm super excited about it. If you guys are familiar and you guys are selling houses around here, $1 million property is very easy to find. Wouldn't you agree? It's not hard to find $1 million properties in this area. And the thing is with Keller Williams Luxury is that in San Bernardino County, any house that's $1 million or more is considered luxury, which means that you get the access to all the KW luxury materials as well as the international reach utilizing KW luxury. So when I meet with our new head of our KW luxury in Chino Hills, we're gonna be talking about that, like how we can get that information out to you guys. So when you guys are taking these $1 million listings, you guys are gonna be equipped with the KW luxury materials as well as the international reach that it provides. So more details as we come to it. And also, if you guys are interested in joining KW Luxury, we'll definitely have more opportunities where we can have more conversations. And we also do a training. I believe it's the first Monday of each month. So the next one's going to be March 5th. Actually, that's what? So that's Wednesday, I believe, right? Or is it Monday? Because March 3rd is Monday, I believe. So it's I think it's Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Yeah, so it'll be the first Wednesday of the month that we're actually doing KW luxury training. So, and it's going to be at 8 a.m. our time. Yes. So yeah, I know it's early, but the cool thing about it, it's on Zoom, so you can literally be watching it anywhere. So Kaylee, that'll actually be a good class for you because you're going to be taking them $1 million listing pretty soon. So yes, absolutely. Awesome. Cool. Any questions you guys have about KW luxury right now? And look at the stats here. $83.4 billion sold in sales volume for KW luxury. 228 million daily sales volume. We did 50,000 transactions. So when you hear those other brokerages say, "Oh, Keller Williams doesn't do luxury," we have the numbers to show that we do luxury and do it at a high level. All right. So how many of you guys are going to family reunion? I appreciate your honesty. Because of all the people that aren't going to family reunion, we have partnered with KW Whittier, and we're going to be doing a family reunion digital experience. Yeah! Woo! Yes. I can see how excited you guys are. Look, stay down, sit down. Don't stand up. Yes. So we're going to be doing a digital experience there. So as you can see, the classes are going to be here, so you know exactly what time we're going to be doing it. So definitely make the opportunity to go to KW Whittier office. You'll be surrounded by a lot of happy, and excited ages just like you guys are. And I believe it doesn't say they're going to provide lunch here, but I'm going to convince Ruben to provide lunch to you guys each day. So I'll talk to him because I'm going to have Daisy put together a flyer and then she's going to put lunch included. So then you remember what I say, right? If it's on the flyer, that's what's happening, right? So I'm going to have her create a flyer for lunch included and we'll send it to Ruben. So yes, I'll make sure we'll split the bill. We'll split the lunch bill each day. We'll do that.
Experience, do we get to see you gamble too?
No, that's a nighttime, Howard. That's after this. That's after hours. No, this is only during the daytime. Yes, yeah. That's the after hour experience. You only get that in person. So just saying. Yeah. So definitely make sure you guys come to that to the digital experience at KW Whittier. And like I said, I'll ask Ruben see if we can get lunch there for you guys. Perfect. Awesome. Our next happy hour is going to be Friday, February 28th. So we are doing happy hours the last Friday of each month. Thank you guys that came to our first one in January. It was awesome. So our next one is actually going to be February 28th, and it's going to be at September's. So it's going to be a great opportunity for us to network, lay our hair down for the people that have hair, get to lay it down. Anyway, so like I said, it's a great opportunity for you guys to network and collaborate and talk and have a good time and get to know each other, right? So definitely make sure to put that on your calendar. And to RSVP, you scan the QR code there. All right. So this is the big announcement I was telling you guys about. So part of my job as being a team is not only to grow the market center, but also provide you guys with great value that's going to help you build your businesses. So Daisy and I, as well as Jen, we've interviewed different companies, different ways of how we can bring value to you guys. And starting March 3rd, we are going to be unveiling the Agent School. So yeah, let's get up for the Agent School. Yeah. So the Agent School is designed, here's a click there so you can pass around so you guys get an idea of it. So the Agent School is designed to provide you guys with on-demand education, access to education 24/7, as well as an interactive environment, building on the skills necessary to create a thriving business in these challenging times. So this is going to be open to every agent. Doesn't matter if you're a new agent, experienced agent, doesn't matter if you're in coaching or not. Everybody will have access to Agent School. Great thing about it is you're able to track your progress, in terms of as you're completing the classes there. There's going to be homework assignments. There's going to be accountability. Right now, it's going to be Mondays at 10 a.m. on Zoom, and this is all on Zoom, so you access it anywhere. And then we're also going to have an evening accountability, so that'll probably be about 6 p.m. on Mondays. But again, this is something that's going to help you guys stay focused, learn new things, get homework, stay on track in terms of what you're doing in your business, and also have access to, the newest things, as well as there's gonna be a disc profile there. And with the disc, it allows you, what's really cool about the disc portion of this is that based on your results, it's gonna show you in terms of where you should focus your business, where you're gonna find more success based on your individual strengths. So instead of you thinking you have to do everything that everyone else is doing, the disc allows you to personalize your skill set. Hey, you know what? Based on your disc assessment, you're good about being in person. So maybe you should focus on more networking or more open houses, or maybe based on your disc assessment, you're more of an introvert. So maybe you should focus on maybe like mailing or making phone calls or, doing things that may not be in person. You know what I mean? So utilizing the disc as well as the agent school allows you to really customize, your path to your success. So perfect. And as we come closer to it, we'll have out more information. Dave, did you want to add anything to it?
Yes, it's very easy, simple to use. There's a feed, for people to. There's gonna be a feed for people to interact with each other, so other agents that may be in different market centers or in different states will be there too. So if you're looking for an accountability partner, you may be able to partner with a different KW agent. They don't specifically have to be from this market center. And then there's also a credit system, so a task that you move through will give you a certain number of credits for completing them. And then after getting about 50 credits, I think it is, you'll be able to schedule a one-on-one appointment with a certified coach.
Yes. And one of the very first tasks is for you to actually find an accountability partner. Because what we notice is that when you have an accountability partner, that person is going to keep you motivated and you also keep that person motivated. So that's like one of the very first things that you do, in the agent school program. So yeah. So any other questions we have about the agent school right now? Not yet? All right, perfect. Well, as we get closer, we'll provide some more information. And as everyone's reading the guide now that have passed around, it'll show some more information for you guys. All right, so we already talked about family reunion. We have that. Our upcoming events, we have our PC boot camp. It's going to be starting the first Tuesday of March. So it starts March 4th. Then also the workshops that she does on Monday that Jody Dolly does, everyone can attend. You don't have to be in the PC program to come to these Monday workshops. So the next Monday workshop is going to be not February 17th, but the next one's going to be February 24th. And should be going over, are you on track? Use the GPS in 401 to achieve your goals. So again, you guys can attend this workshop. You don't have to be in the PC program to attend it. All right. So who likes those $70 tech fees you guys pay each month? Who likes those? No hands up? Oh, okay, cool. I figured you guys didn't like them. There's a way for you guys not have to pay the tech fees? Which way is that? Oh, I don't want to break the TV. I don't know what that feels. Anyway, this is how you can not have to worry about paying the tech fees by referring an agent to me. Now, this agent doesn't have to join. All they have to do is have a conversation with me, right? I don't need you guys to be closers. All I want you guys to do is to be introducers. I like that. That's a new word, introducers, right? What's an introducer? An introducer is the person that introduces me to somebody else. So this could be a transaction that you might have recently closed. Maybe on the other side was, hey, you know what? They're a cool person. They'd be a good fit for us. Or, hey, you know what? They're a good person. Reach out to them. Introduce yourself, right? So again, if you refer me one person, you get 1 month off. 2 people, 2 months off. 3 people, 3 months off. So you can literally keep this going and not have to pay any monthly fees being associated with KW Vision. How's that sound? Huh? Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. Now, a few of you guys have already done that and have taken advantage of that tech fee, so I appreciate it. There's still time to do it. We're only in the month of February. Still got 10 more months. But yeah, definitely take the opportunity. And also the other side of it is that it also builds your profit share as agents are joining Keller Williams too. So also keep that in mind. All right. So our 2024 Keller Williams Realty International Award winners. All right. So we have the Res Wealthy team. They're Empire Medallion winners. So let's give it up for our Res Wealthy team. All right. And then our Movement Real Estate team, they were the Millionaire Agent and the Quadruple Platinum Medallion winner. So let's give it up. All right. So we have our Bronze Medallion winners. We have Connie, we have Mauricio, we have Fu, and we have some bald head looking dude on here, Kier or something like that. Let's give it for Bronze Medallion winners. All right, perfect. And then our Silver Medallion winners, we have Andrea, we have Tina Wayne, right over there. And we have Mr. Howard, the second sharpest dresses man in the office. Second sharpest dressed man in the office. Sure. Making sure you know that. Yes. All right. And then we have our gold medallion winners. We have Mercedes and we have Tina Yang. So let's go for gold medallion winners. All right. And then we have Jason Quay. He was the triple gold medallion winner. So let's go for Mr. Jason Quay. Yes. So if you guys haven't experienced Jason Quay, he is an experienced, really funny guy. And Howard absolutely loves his laugh. Don't you, Howard? Yes. Yes. He's a really fun guy. So when you guys see him, like definitely like talk to him. He'll say something fun to you. Something funny or something inappropriate, but both of those are funny. So yes. Perfect. So what's happening in the real estate market? I know you guys talked about a little bit about it in terms of buyers coming into your open houses, but not submitting offers. That's kind of weird, right? So you come to my house, you're in here for like 30 minutes, maybe do a second or third visit, and you're still not submitting an offer. Like make a commitment or else I'm not gonna let you in anymore, right? So if we're looking at this graph here, it shows the active inventory year over year. So this is just regular price homes in San Bernardino County. Now, if we're following the red line, that's for 2025. If we're looking at this red line here, is it going up? Is it going down or staying steady?
Steady.
So we got steady, we got going up a little bit. Okay, perfect. So I would say it's a little both. It can be steady, you know. I would say steady. Maybe inventory is increasing a little bit because we are anticipating inventory to go up. So, all right. Now, if we're looking at demand, so what is demand?
Buyers.
Buyers, exactly, right? Demand is buyers, right? So if we're looking at the red line here, is it going up, going down, or staying steady? Right. So that means what? What does that mean?
Buyers.
More buyers are coming to the market, right? So when you're talking to your sellers out there and they're telling you, William, I don't think it's a good time to sell. There's no buyers out there. What are you going to show them?
This graph.
You're going to show them this graph, right? Because you guys get a copy of all the stuff I'm sharing with you guys, right? Because when you tell them this without any of this, they're just thinking you're talking commission. William, you just want someone else to make some money, man. When we actually show them data and show them facts, say, listen, this shows you, look, buyer demand is going up, which means we'll have more buyers for you. You want that 1.3 price? I can get that for you right now. Sign a listing agreement. Let's get this moving, right? All right, now we look at expected market time. So what is expected market time? What does that mean?
It's on market.
Days on market before what happens?
Before going to escrow.
Yes, before going into escrow, because everyone thinks it's sold. It's not sold. It's before going into escrow, right? Absolutely. So if we're looking at the red line here, is it going up and going down, staying steady?
Dropping a lot.
It's dropping a lot, which means what? Faster, exactly. So your sellers out there, Pearl, and they're like, man, it's gonna take me like 3 or 4 months to sell my house. What are you gonna show them? You're gonna show them the graph. Like, absolutely, it's not gonna take you that long because there's more buyers in the market, which means days on market are going down, right? All right, so now we're looking at luxury. Now, anything over $800,000 in San Bernardino County is considered a luxury. Anything at $800,000 in Orange County is considered a studio. Isn't that a big difference? And that's only like 40 minutes away from you here. Crazy. So if we're looking at the red line here, is this going up? It's going down or staying steady? It's going up a little bit, right? Yeah, so it means we're getting more homes on the market. All right, so if we're looking at demand, is demand going up or going down, staying steady? Going up, right? So if you're talking to your luxury buyers out there, you let them know that, hey, you know, we are seeing an increase of luxury homes coming to the market, but we're also seeing an increase of buyers coming to the market. So we're seeing this go up, and we're also seeing this go up, which means a great opportunity for you to buy because you'll have inventory, and it's also a great opportunity for you to sell, right? Because you have buyers. So it's a win-win. Whether you have a luxury buyer or a luxury seller, you can share with them these two graphs. Now we're looking at expected market time. We're looking at the red line here. Is this going up, going down, staying steady? It's going down, which means what? Faster what? Yes, selling faster, right? So if you look at the luxury market, more homes are coming to the market that are over $800,000. More buyers are coming to the market that are looking at homes that are priced over $800,000 or more, and they're staying on the market less time. So what do you guys need to do? So what do you guys need to do?
Get more listings.
Get more listings. Talk to more luxury buyers. Hey, you want to buy a house for $1 million? We got the inventory for you, right? That's what you guys need to do. Target these people. Show them the graphics when they tell you, oh, there's no houses out there. Show them the graphics. There are houses out there. This is a great time to buy. Utilize these graphics for you guys to get more deals and more transactions. All right. So I want to bring up our special guest today. You guys might have already used her in a transaction. You guys might have already had a conversation with her. I wasn't ready to introduce you yet, but you're getting up. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Totally fine. I had something like worked up. Now it's like I totally forgot my words. So let's bring up our transaction manager, Cindy, as she goes over Dr. C for a transaction. Yes. You are so welcome. Oh, no worries. You're totally fine. Totally fine.
So I was asked to come up and kind of go over what some basics on what the process is and then also what escrow needs and what they don't need. So I just, Daisy put this together for me. So from the beginning, obviously with the listing agreement, when you pull up the listing agreement, all of these items are already included. I wanted to point out, because not everybody realizes there's no SALM anymore. So if you go to the MLSA, that's where it has the date if you're not going to go live on the market anymore. Also, if you're going to do this, you still need to register it on through your MLS. So yours looks a little different than mine, so I can't exactly walk you through it, but I'm sure there's somebody in the room that can. The other thing that obviously all of these things need to be filled out, and that's what needs to go to escrow. They don't need anything else. They don't need disclosures or anything. Jessica, correct me if there's something else you need as I get through. The DIA is really important to give at this time because the DIA is what is the disclosure information advisory, and that tells the seller what they need to disclose. So I end up sending it out through the disclosure process, but they really need to know about that ahead of time. The TA is the trust advisory. If the property is in the trust, then you can do it at this time. If you don't do it at the time of the listing, then I'll take care of that later. Once you get a listing in place, send that to me right away with your client's information. And then what I do is I will send out the TDS and the SPQ for them to fill out ahead of time. Because those can be really time consuming. They need to be very detailed. And sometimes it can take, especially if somebody's been in the property a long time, it can take a while for them to fill that out. And you don't want that to be rushed. And so I send that to them ahead of time. Once it's done, I'll send it to you so you can review it. I've never been in the property, so I can't attest to whether or not it's accurate or not, but you have been. So it's really important that you review this. And then I'll just hold on to those until we have a buyer, and then I'll send it with the rest of the disclosures. Something else I was gonna bring up about that. But those are the two main ones. There's a couple others depending on if it's before 1978 or before 1960 that I take care of at that time too. Then on the RPA side, if you get your purchase, again, these are all the ones down to the CCPA that, again, when you pull it up, all these are already attached to it. And then obviously counters, and these are the things that go to escrow. The BRBC, we no longer need to send this to the listing side because, and please listen to Kelly's contract classes because this is where you learn everything. On the RPA, the box where the G3 box where it says how much commission you want, it's stated on there now that this BRBC, you have that. So we no longer have to send this to the buyer side because you can kind of view the BRBC kind of like the listing agreement, except this is between you and your buyer, whereas the listing agreement is between you and your seller. And so this is nobody else's business. They just need to know that you have it in place. Because if you don't have this in place, you don't get paid. Doesn't matter what amount you put on that B3, without the BRBC, you're not going to get paid. So if you're in a habit of, oh, I haven't gotten around to that yet, you need to get into the habit of that. And then this will go to escrow, but I usually take care of that for you. And then what I do is once, if you have a listing and then we have an accepted offer, then I like to open escrow. just send it all to me once you get your signed offer. Because what I do is I go in, I break down the transaction, I figure out the terms, I get all parties, whether it's the lender, the TC on the other side, the agent, title, everybody. And I send one email so that everybody's involved from the get-go. Because otherwise it is really hard to go backwards and figure it all out. And then I'll send all the needed documents to escrow. And then if there's any information that escrow needs that the other side does not need, I'll send that in a separate email, like your client's contact information and that kind of thing. And I see that happen a lot where people will reply all and they'll send their buyer's contact information. And if it's one thing we're taught at KW is your database is valuable. So don't be giving out your client's information to the other side of the transaction because there's a lot of unscrupulous agents out there. So just protect your database. That was drilled into my head really early. But so that's kind of the basis of these two things. And then once we're in escrow, then what I will do is I'll take care of the contracts. And or the disclosures. I get those all prepared and I send them out for signature. So you're not having to worry about any of that. Your job to go handle the inspections and talking to lenders and those types of things, but I'm gonna handle the paperwork side of it for you. I'll keep track. I have a system that keeps track of the contingency dates. So I will give you a heads up. I'm not just gonna ask the other side for contingency removal. I'm gonna ask you first, is there a reason why they haven't sent us the loan contingency yet? Because if you've already had a conversation with the other agent, I'm not gonna ask them for it. Oh, yeah, there's a glitch or whatnot, or yeah, we should have it in a couple of days. I'm not gonna ask for it at that point. I like to communicate at a high level so that everything is clear. And I'm always going to help in any way. If you have something that you need sent out, if you need an addendum, just tell me what you want on that addendum. I will copy and paste and then send the addendum out for you and a lot of other different things like that. I have other news. Also, if you can make sure that I get all of the proof of funds and pre-approval, because we need that for compliance also. And that's my goal is I take care of your compliance file. So I go into command, I know what Jen wants, I know what, and if I'm not sure, I'll text her. And the goal is to have your file ready to pay before it actually closes. We're just waiting on, the closing docs from escrow. And so that way it gets, everything's efficient and whatnot. And I think, what else? Oh, something, actually, I was dealing with it on another transaction today. As a reminder, it doesn't really have anything to do with the transaction side. If your property is in a trust, or if the buyer is a trust, or the seller is a trust is not a human being and they can't sign a document. So you can't sign, family trust signature. It's got to be, Bob Smith, common trustee. And it happens a lot, even with senior agents that, they sign it as the trust name and it has to be the other way. So there's a document, and both on the RLA and the RPA, there's a section where you can fill it out. If that's not filled out properly, who the signing representative is, then there's additional RCST. I'll send that out on your behalf and with disclosures so that we know who it is. But if you're sending something out for a signature yourself, make sure that it's there. If you're going through zip forms when you're signing, or even DocuSign, and you have the person's name as the trust, because that's who the client is, I can show you how to set it up in your zip form so that the name will pop up, but the signature field will be their actual name, the person's name. And rather than having to change it every single time, you can set it up in zip forms under parties, and it will automatically put the person's name instead. So if you have any questions about that, I'm happy to walk you through that and show you how to do that. A lot of times you're already in transaction and I see it, I'll take care of it myself, but that was a brief clip notes of what I do. Is there any questions or anything? I think Daisy had some stuff to pass around. It just kind of has a list of what I actually go together. And those are just kind of services I do on the listing side and the buyer side.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi,
It's Mauricio Rodriguez.
thank you for giving me your perspective.
Sure. Blinds, you've emailed me blinds, but asking me for the password. If that means that I had at once upon a time, I had an account, or you're gonna provide me with one?
So, you have to sign up for it yourself.
With blinds, can I include the Avid on the side as you need it
Yes.
for signature?
Yeah, so I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Glide program, but I really like it to fill out the disclosures because the SPQ and TDS, if you're filling it out by hand or through DocuSign stuff, always gets missed. But the Glide program, what it does is the system, it asks like 4 or 5 questions at a time, and then you save your progress. If you mark yes to something, it opens up a field for you to put in an explanation. And sometimes when people have done a lot to their homes or there's a long explanation, it creates an overflow page and it's legible. So that's the best part. It's legible. Handwritten ones are frightening sometimes. I write like a 4-year-old and sometimes I can't read these things. And then also, yeah, I can send you a link through Avid. And so what I have a TC account. And then so like with your situation, I think you just sign up for it. I think you have to sign up for it, but it's free. You don't have to pay anything. And so, yeah, you just log in. And then what that does is because I'm working for your DRE number, then it's just authorizing, you're allowing me to work in your behalf is kind of the way it works. So that's why you have to have your own account, but when I send it out through my account, anything that I generate, it automatically comes back to me once it's complete. So when your buyer or seller finishes the TDS or SPQ, I can also see the activity, so maybe they started something.
Through Glide?
Was that?
Through Glide?
Through Glide, yeah. And then I can send you your Avid too, so I can send it, I usually send it to your phone and to your email. Because a lot of times when you're at the property, you can just fill it out right there on your phone. You can even take pictures and it'll add it to your Avid.
So the form is to be uploaded on Glide.
It will.
For me to do that.
You don't have to have an app on,
Oh, no?
yeah.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Here, have you done a Glide class recently?
No, we have not.
To do that because from a risk management standpoint, you're asking clients to sign documents digitally that you may not be explaining. And one of the things that Glide does is it gives you a little brief overview of what those things are. So it protects you in a way that they've been given some kind of explanation, because I can guarantee not many of you are sitting on the phone with them while they're completing Glide. And so,
And to that point, it's when you are with them and you're in a listing appointment, give them a hard copy of your SPQ and PDFs.
Yeah.
That way you can explain things to them then. And like Kelly always uses the example too, that, like if it says, there's a question on there, if there's any pets on the property or have ever been on the property. And they mark it no, but you've seen a dog bowl in the kitchen. You know, you need to either address it with them, like, hey, do you wanna change your answer? Or, and either way, you need to put it in your Avid. So you're protecting yourself on that. And I mean, the dog bowl is one of the simpler things, but.
well, animals are kind of a strange thing, because there's certain groups that they can't buy a house that an animal is lived in. Like it's really, that is part of their religion and it's very important to them. And so if you skip over that, we've had a house reversed the sale because of that. The family that came in was not disclosed and the seller actually had to take the home back and went to court. It's crazy, but it's those simple little things that that you don't think about it because you may be an animal lover, right? But somebody else, it's not that they don't love animals, it's just, it's their religion, their belief, whatever it is, and we have to respect that, so.
Yeah, and allergies on top of that too.
Well, that's true.
It says it's not just in the house, it's on the property, so. It's, you have to say, same with like smokers, maybe you've ever smoked in your house, but they've been smoking outside or that kind of thing, so you have to be really specific, and again, that's why it's. You need to be the one to review the TDS SPQ question by question and look at it. I check to make sure all the questions are answered, I don't know what the correct answers are, so I can't do that for you, that's your job.
Well, and it's other simple little things, like, for instance, let's say that twice a year you spray for ants because you have an ant issue, but you don't have an ant issue any longer because you spray twice a year, right? So when somebody says, oh, do you have a pest problem? No, but the rest of that is, we spray twice a year. We've had ant issues in the past. Those are the things that you don't think that your client needs to disclose, but they do, and that's how you as an agent can really help make sure that things don't come back on you.
You have a question?
Yeah, what happens when your client, when you're working on the sell side, they just go straight down with marking, I don't know?
I'm gonna let Jen answer that question. Perfect reaction?
Right.
That's just like, never mind, that's what I see, it's sort of, I don't know, but they just check right down.
Guarantee you that is absolutely incorrect. Absolutely, 100%. I would bet $1 million.
What can you do about it?
You have to talk to your clients. You have to go back and say, you've answered every question. I don't know. Let's go through
That's what
these.
you've knowledge, that's it, the
Right.
best of your knowledge.
Yeah, but, okay, so, have you ever had
Wasn't to like correct it or like?
well, I mean, you have to
Notice?
encourage them. You go through the sections and like, I can't think right now, of course, my mind just went blank, but one of the things on there that, typically a lot of people can have is,
It's special, they split, I don't know, like with the.
well, that is likely they don't know.
Or they
That,
paint it,
I'm-
or.
Yeah, I'm more concerned, like, if they've had a sprinkler head that's leaked
Mold?
and, or there's been a water fixture that leaked and there could have been something under the sink. I mean, they're saying, I don't know, but they would have had to have that fixed. So are you sure that you've never had a water leak under a sink? You've never had a drippy faucet? You never had to bring those things to their attention, because sometimes people are just in a hurry and they want to get
Yeah,
done.
they just want to like, try to finish.
Right, but I've never had anybody do that. I've been in this business 35 years. I've never had someone just go, I don't know, all the way down.
All the way through?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can only advise as much as you can advise.
Investors never give the property to them, they never leave the property, that's it.
Yeah,
So
I do see
with
that a lot
that-
with people that do flips. Yeah.
With
People
that,
do flips, I see it.
they have to provide the previous inspection reports and
Yes.
stuff. But also, they should be providing a list of all of the things that they did to the home. So I used to flip,
form for that, right?
no, when we flipped homes, what we did is we had an addendum, and we just listed what we did to the home. Because I didn't want any of that coming back on me.
What disclosed that they.
You're not making enough money as a
For the
flipper to
agents.
get into a lawsuit, right? But here's the thing with. This is part of, going through all of these things with your client, because the problem is. Your client is answering the questions on the form. When the lawsuit happens, you're going to get named. And you don't want that to happen because you didn't live in the house, you have no idea. But what they're gonna say is, you as a professional real estate agent had a duty to guide your client and consult your client into answering these things to the best of their ability. If it says, I don't know all the way down, you didn't do your job. There's just, you cannot tell me any otherwise, so. But yeah,
In 18 years, I had ones.
And a lot of times when you're,
Yeah.
No, you couldn't do nothing.
and so, okay, in that particular case, you would have a statement that says, I've never lived in the property, I live out of the country. I don't know the answer to any of this. Yeah.
But next time, ever.
Yeah.
If any.
because the only exemption for the ESG is the successor trustee, and is there a second one?
Just the successor trustee.
And a lot of times when you're at a listing appointment, people are, trying to tell you how great their house is. Oh, we've done this and we've done that and we've done this, and then you get this back and you're like, really? And so you already have the knowledge, like, hey, didn't you tell me blah, 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 blah? Oh, yeah, we need to make sure that we changed it. It doesn't matter, like you said, how minor it is. Oh, a window cracked. It doesn't have to be, there's a lab leak. It has to be everything. And
Well, as a prime example, you have a home that your seller doesn't like fireplaces. And so they decided to close up the fireplace, right? And they just happened to mention, oh yeah, I used to have a fireplace, we closed it up, yeah. Is that something that a seller should disclose? 100%. Do you know how many sellers they don't do that because?
On the outside.
Yeah, it's out of sight, out of mind, and it's not that they're trying to hide something, they just don't think about it. So if you see a fireplace outside and there's nothing in the house, you're kind of like, we didn't know about this, right? So it's just little things like that.
yeah, when in doubt, when it comes to disclosures, you contact Jen or Kelly. I mean, there's some questions I can answer and I will, but 98% of it's gonna be from what I've learned from them. So.
I've been doing my TCs lately since Shadow left, but it's taking me time.
Mhm.
So now I'm just gonna rely on the recommendations of Cindy and.
You are so smart, Maria, yeah.
That's what's for business.
Yes, absolutely.
Anybody else have any other questions? When in doubt, my information is at the top of that, so you can always reach out to me, text me or email me, and then, I'm happy to help however. You can always get a hold of me too.
Well, absolutely. And I'm testament, she's done my transactions and yeah, it's been well. Yes, yeah, thank you so much. See you up for Cindy. So I love your thought process, Mauricio. You need to focus on business. And he leaves because he's focused on business. Because he's focused on business. Yes, like it. All right, perfect. So now I'd like to bring up our lunch sponsor for today, Strong Towers. Let's give her Strong Tower respects. I'll be your clicker. So
Thank you.
yes.
Great information. My name is Andrea. I'm here with Strong Tower Home Inspections. I am owner and also operator of Strong Tower Home Inspections alongside with my husband Francisco. Some of you have met, he's a home inspector. We also have Andrew, and maybe you guys have met Rosalie. She usually comes by and says hi, and she brings chocolates.
I love Rosie.
That's her.
She's like my favorite.
They call her the chocolate fairy somewhere. But I want to just talk about us today. Have you guys read the book Eat the Frog? Anybody? Eat the Frog? Awesome book, right? Awesome book. So every night I get with my kids. I have a 10-year-old. What? And I have a 9-year-old boy, right? A 10-year-old girl and 9-year-old boy. So we gather around, we read together, and sometimes we share what we have been reading, right? And I was letting them know about this book, Eat the Frog, great book. So I'm like, okay, sometimes we gotta do the hardest things first, right? Even though we wake up in the morning and we have a list to do, let's get the hardest things first out of the way. So we had a conversation, it went well, they shared with me what they were reading, and then we have dinner, right? And I'm serving them asparagus, a little bit of steak, salad, everything worked out fine. And then I see my daughter eating the asparagus. Let me go get more. And I look at asparagus and she looks at me. I'm like, what? You like asparagus, right? And she's like, no, I'm eating the frog. And she like, what? And I look too. So one of the things as home inspectors that we gotta do is talk about the 3 most common issues found. You guys are doing listings, and on your side as well, there's some things that we find during those home inspections that if you guys are eating the frog, tackling those things first, just looking at them ahead, that will avoid some headaches down the road, right? There's some things as if you're doing the buyer side, you already know that those things might come up in the home inspection report. So setting expectations, whether it's a listing or a buyer side, setting those expectations, having those talks with your clients is really important. Like, Cindy was saying, having those conversations, sometimes there are, hard conversations to have. Sometimes they're easier, right? But just setting those expectations. What is a home inspection, right? You guys have probably had inspections already, so I'm not gonna go a lot into it, but we look at the condition of the home. We're not appraisal, right? So we're gonna look at the condition of the home of that day. If we could do the next one. Like I was saying, setting expectations, understanding what a home inspection is. It helps real estate agents prepare clients for challenges. Here are 3 frequent issues. Okay, so we're gonna talk about those. Roofing problems. We see those all the time. Right here, I added pictures that they're kind of like the, oh my gosh, pictures, right? But we see those all the time. We want to put those on the report. They are most likely going to be on the report, right? If you see right here, this is what the report is going to look like. We have a 30-foot pole. Some people have asked us, drone, why do you guys have a drone? We love drones. We are nerds like that. We love drones, but we figured out, and after talking to a lot of people in the industry, we decided to go with drones because they sometimes have limitations. So we have a pole, and this is what it's gonna look like. A cracked tiles and all this stuff. It's okay, thank you.
No worries. Yeah.
Electrical issues, anything from a receptacle or the GFCIs, those are probably gonna be on the report. And as you guys can see, I added some crazy pictures right here. This is missing some of those. So we always open those, and this one is in a common area in a condo, but we still go check it out because your clients are gonna live there, right? So even though it's a common area, we wanna make sure it's safety concern, right? The next one. Another thing that we always see is plumbing issues. It's gotta be on the report. So as we can see in this picture, this is a beautiful picture I took, right? I wish it was a little bigger. This picture, we use our senses as home inspectors, right? Smell, vision, and touch. So here I go, and I touched it under there, because I'm also a home inspector, okay? So I go and I touched it, and it was gooey and beautiful. So I took a picture of that, and that goes on the report, right? So I'm going a little fast, but the next one. Common issues and how to handle them. So I went over the 3 most common. What was it? It was roof, electrical, and plumbing. And I show you one of the craziest ones, okay? Some of the craziest pictures. But, setting those expectations with your client, helping them understand what is a minor cosmetic issue or what is a major structural concern. That is going to be on the report, and it's going to have recommendations. Is it a minor issue? Sometimes that's not even on the report, right? Cosmetic issues. Oh, and negotiation tips. Use inspection report as a tool for negotiation when you're on the buyer side. Focus on major safety and structural issues that may justify a price adjustment. We are starting our home inspections. We are based in Chino Hills, so we're your neighbors. Give us a try on your next transaction. I'm usually the one that answers the phone call, so you can just be like, "Hey, Andrea, I need help with this," or if you have any questions, I'm always here to help you guys out. And thank you so much.
Andre, and what do you guys do? You guys do something unique for us agents. Once you guys actually do a home inspection, what is that?
Which part? There's
in terms of making sure that our clients don't forget us.
Oh, yes. As you guys can see, I talked about it last time when I was here. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We have, one of the things that we do is when the home inspector is there, it says right here, recall check, okay? So when the home inspector is there, he's gonna check the major appliances, right? Do you guys know that manufacturers are supposed to fix or replace appliances that have been recalled? There's a CAD. Then let us know, right? So what do we do as the home inspectors? We gather that information, we send the database, and then we have the information for the furnace, the HVAC, if they have been recalled. Guess what? If something's wrong with that, your client is gonna receive that email letting them know that they could get a new one or fix, right? But that's not only it. You guys did your inspection with us, and we send that email once a month. And that email, that newsletter will have your picture, your information in it, which is top of mind, keeping you on top of mind. So that's very cool. That's free marketing for you guys. Okay. So that's.
And how long do you send that out? Do you have like a limit?
Oh, that's lifetime.
Look at that, lifetime.
Unless for some reason the client decides to opt out, which is I'm pretty sure they would wanna know if their furnace has been recalled or something like that, right? That information, so that is why I send your information, you got a new phone number, just be like Andrea or email, and I will fix that for you, you know? Any other questions? Anything else? Anybody has any questions for me? I'll be here. I'll eat lunch with you guys. I'll be in the back. Again, if you guys have any questions or anything, just feel free to give me a call, text, or